Clasificación A.
Regresamos. Esto es Escuela TV. Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Facebook, YouTube y Twitter. Síguenos.
A ver, atención todos. Empezamos Escuela TV. Vamos a despertar la energía. Alumnos, mamás y papás, brazos arriba, respirando. Ahora, una vez más. ¡Eso!
Alisten sus libros, saquen sus cuadernos. Es la hora de aprender. ¡Escuela TV!
Bien sentaditos mirando hacia el frente. Súbanle a la radio y aprendan viendo tele.
Canal 18, el Nuevo León. El Nuevo León, la educación es para todos.
Alumnos, maestros, mamás, papás. Somos un equipo a todo dar.
Súbele a la tele, ponle en el 28.
Escuela TV.
Escuela TV. Tercer grado. Secundaria.
Hello, my name is Luis Carlos Villarreal Martinez, and I am a teacher here in the state of Nuevo León. Today, we will have a class. Before that, remember that it's very important to wash and sanitize your hands, okay? Today, we have English in third grade, okay? We have the class, it's English in third grade, okay? What do we need for this class? What is important for our class? Well, it is necessary to pay attention and it is necessary to be ready to practice English. What is the reason? What is the reason? Well, it is necessary to practice. What is practice? Practice is something that you repeat every day. In this case, we have, for example, we have a soccer team, we have kids, they are practicing soccer and they are training every day, practicing, okay? And what it's gonna be the consequence about this? Well, we have here Cristiano Ronaldo. After you will practice, after you were practicing, okay, you will have the results. And what are the results? The kid started practicing, and after that, when he became professional, like Cristiano Ronaldo, he got the result. He was like a super top soccer player. So, talking about our class, talking about English, it is very important the practice of English. If we practice English since elementary, since primary school, if we continue practicing English in junior high school, secondary, okay, at the time that you are an adult, you will be successful. You will have a good level in English. So it's gonna be very important, the practice of English for our class. Let's continue. Here we have Naruto, okay, but what is the relation with Naruto? Why English? What is the reason of being important to practice, being important, the use of English language? Well, we have that there are many reasons why learning a new language is a good idea, okay? It allows you to communicate with new people. So, if you are using your Facebook, if you are using another app, okay, you can be in communication with people from Canada, for people from United States, or even you can be in contact, okay, with people from London, etc. So, with new people, it helps, practicing English helps you to see things from different perspectives because your culture level increase, or get a deeper understanding of another culture. It helps you to become a better listener. So, you will have, if you practice, if you dominate another language, a second language, you will have the chance to communicate with other people, and you will increase your level of culture class. So, it's very, very important, the practice of English. So, consequence, we have to, if we mention that practicing English, it's important, we have to, yes, big ears. Communicative skill, we have to listen in English. Hey, teacher, why do you speak English? ¿Por qué se la pasa hablando inglés? Well, it's important to practice our listening comprehension. If we listen English, we unconsciously, we start to improve our listening comprehension. Another communicative skill, blah, 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 blah. What is that? Speak, okay? It is important to speak English. It's very important. If you start with the colors, red, blue, black, you are speaking. You are producing information in another language. Good or bad, with a good level of pronunciation, that's not important. The important thing is that you are practicing. Communicative skill. Number 3. SpongeBob. What is this skill? Reading comprehension. It's very important, this skill. Probably when you remember when you started playing video games, you started to practice English. Because when you want to pass to another level, you start to consider the indications, the instructions in the video game. And then you went for the dictionary. Okay, what is this? Okay, this is the idea. So reading comprehension, it's very, very important. Okay, and it helps you to increase your level of English. What's the communicative skill? Number 4, sorry. Like this one, here we have this guy. He's taking notes. What is that? Producing tests. Yes, the ability, the skill, it's right. When you start to produce text, short ideas, like sentences, expressions, little paragraphs, little text, okay? But the important thing is that you express, using your vocabulary, you express your ideas, your emotions, whatever you want, okay? So it is very, very important that we consider this. Oh, teacher, so are we going to practice English? Yes. Are we going to listen? Yes, you are going to listen to the teacher. Are we going to speak in your house? I need you to participate and I need you to speak. Are we going to read? Of course you are going to read. Are we going to write? Yes, because you are working with your teachers in the Zoom, in the classroom, okay? And you are writing all the activities they are requesting for. Let's continue. Previous knowledge. Let's remember our previous knowledge. Do you have previous knowledge? Of course you have previous knowledge. What you remember in second grade, what you remember in secondary, what you learn in primary school with your teachers, okay? Let's remember what you have learned in school with your teacher. Read and complete the following sentences. The Spanish teacher, the elements of a comic. And then we got the options: show, think, consider, and explains. What could be the appropriate, the right option to complete this expression, class? Excellent. It is correct. Actually, explains. The Spanish teacher explained the class, explained the elements of a comic, okay? Check the number 2. Students, that a comic is a sequence of drawings. So, what is the student obligation at the time that they are taking classes, they are taking lessons? Take, learn, memorize, learn, play, or part. In this case, yes, students learn. Students memorize that a comic, officially, a comic is a sequence of drawings. Okay, so at this time we got 2, and the both are correct. You're good. Read with me. Number 3, teachers of English, the hello song at elementary school. Then we got the options: sing with a microphone, bye, walks, and set. What could be the answer, class? I want you to analyze the expression. You're right. Sing. Check number 4. Teachers. We continue talking about teachers. Teachers, different markers in the class. Teachers work, teachers listen, teachers use, or teachers went. Teachers use. Okay, teachers use different markers in the class. Yes, I remember my teacher always used the pink one, but I remember my teacher of English, he uses always the blue color. Okay, so remember, teachers have different likes, different preferences. Okay, then we got number 5. My hands during 20 seconds. Define, invest, read, or wash. Excellent. It is wash. Thank you. Okay. Number 6. The soccer players, the fair play. What is the fair play? The fair play, it's the respect of the rules. So the soccer players study, respect, drive, and cook. I told you the answer. Come on. It is respect. The soccer players respect the fair play. The fair play, it's the respect of the rules. Okay? Then, number 7. The song Tusa. You create the song Tusa? No, teacher, I didn't create the song. You play, you talk, or you lose. You play in your Spotify, you play the song Tusa. Number 8, the doctor Hugo Gatell us about the COVID-19. Informs, read, watches, or go. You're right, informs. Every morning in the conference, and in Nuevo León we have the doctor Manuel de la O, okay, and he informs. Then we got this very simple exercise. First and second person, and then we got that person number 3. Watch or watches. Watches is third person. Watches. He watches. She watches. Invite, it's first and second person. But who is the second person and the first person? I, you, we, and they. Falls. You know what is fall? Yes. Third person. Dream. I dream, you dream, etc. It's person number 3. For example, my mother eats a hot dog in the night. My father eats 7 tacos in the morning. Catches. What is catches? Catches, it's when you throw the ball and there is a person that receives the ball. Catch. Fight. You know what is fight? When you use something in your hands and then you start to box. Okay? Flies. Yes, fly. It's person number 3, flies. Dance. Dance, it's first person. We will return, don't go away.
Se transmite simultáneamente a través de Canal 28, Libertad 102.1 FM, Opus 1510 AM y Vive FM. Esto es Escuela TV. Continuamos.
Con natural encanto y mirada que hipnotiza, con solo un gesto comparten un secreto. Firme y segura como un águila, pero delicada como una manzana. Así somos las mujeres. Y aunque tengamos distinta interpretación de la vida, juntas somos invencibles. Entre ellas, Lunes, 9 de la noche por la señal de Canal 28, la televisión de todos.
Entró la diputada María Elena Chapa.
Gran nuevo leonesa y política mexicana.
Que hombres y mujeres tenemos los mismos derechos.
Maestra María Elena Chapa. Homenaje póstumo.
La violencia como camino de solución de problemas cuando sabemos que así no se resuelve.
Gobierno del Estado de Nuevo León y Canal 28. Viernes 10 de septiembre, 8 de la noche.
Te siguen invadiendo una cultura que todavía no acaba de entender el principio de igualdad.
La vacuna contra la COVID-19 es universal, gratuita y voluntaria.
Nadie puede venderla ni pedirte dinero para algún trámite.
Si necesitas denunciar a una persona servidora pública, hazlo en cidec.funcionpublica.gov.mx. Si crees que es un fraude, llama al 911.
Recuerda, todas las vacunas que se aplican son seguras y eficaces.
Cuidémonos entre todos. Vacúnate y no bajes la guardia.
Secretaría de Salud.
Gobierno de México.
Canal 28, la televisión de todos.
Regresamos. Esto es Escuela TV. Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Facebook, YouTube y Twitter. Síguenos.
We're back. Okay, so we answered this exercise before we go to the break. Please place the verb in the right side, and then we accommodate the verbs in first and second person, and then I want you to pay attention to the third person. But who is the third person? And that's why we include something special to the third person. The third person, it's when we talk and when we describe information about an extra boy, my father, my mom, my father, my brother, Roberto, Fabian, etc. An extra boy. When we talk about an extra lady, okay, we use she. The personal pronoun is she. And we can talk about my sister, about my girlfriend, my mother, my grandma, etc. Officially, the previous knowledge, what you have to remember, it's the simple present. We got 4 rules about the simple present. The simple present, when we talk about person number 3, have these rules. Rule number 1, you add, like addition, you include the S for the most verbs. Work, in person number 3, it's gonna be works. But what happened in the rule number 2? Add, addition, ES for words that end in CH, S, SH, X, or Z. For example, watch, it's watches. Pass, it's gonna be passes. Relax, it's gonna be relaxes. Rush, it's gonna be rushes. Rule number 3, pay attention class. If the verb finish in consonant with Y, change Y for I and add the ES. Teacher, it's kind of difficult. Okay, check this example. We got a study, finish in Y. It's gonna be change for I. And then we got the ES. A study, it's gonna be studies. So, teacher, if I want to express that my brother, not me, my brother study medicine, I have to mention studies. Yes, it's correct. And that is good. Okay? Rule, then we have a short indication. If the verb ends in a vowel and then with Y, don't change Y. So pay attention. Play, finish with A and then Y. In that case, the rule indicates you only add the S. It's gonna be plays, okay? It's gonna be very important, class, that you memorize these rules. Rule number 4, irregular forms, like exceptions. Do, it's gonna be does. Go, it's gonna be goes. For example, my best friend goes to Soriana in Saturdays. I add the ES, okay? Then we have am, is, are, and then we have. When we talk about he, she, or it, we have to mention has, okay? But let's see if you are getting this previous knowledge, if you really remember them. Complete the expressions with simple present rules. My best friend, Maluma songs, everybody. What's the action about Maluma music? My best friend dances because Maluma, it's kind of reggaeton, something like that, urban music. Then we got number 2, the teachers. Class by the Zoom and by the Meet. The teachers explain. Teachers, it's plural. So in this case, we don't need the S. It's not person number 3. Number 3, I karate every day. I practice. Is that possible to write I practices? No, that's not possible. My sister to school 3 days in a week. Goes. Yes, because we are talking about my sister. And my sister, it's an extra lady. It's an extra person. So, it's goes. You aprende en casa, en Escuela TV, because you want to learn. You watch. So, watch, it's not going to be watches. Number 6, the gorilla, the pretty lady. What is that? The gorilla kisses the pretty lady. Wow, good. Okay, let's continue. Here we have moment of celebration. Congratulations, class. You remember your previous knowledge. Claps for you, okay? Let's continue. Here we have LeBron James, the best, okay? Today's topic, what are we going to learn today? You are going to learn about the first conditional. Thank you to the producer. The first conditional is used to talk about actions, events in the future, will or want, which are likely to happen or have a real possibility, chance of happening. Let's continue. We use the simple present and we use the future in one expression. The simple present and the simple future in one expression, class. So pay attention. First, we need to comprehend there is a condition, a conditional situation. Then we got this message. Attention, please, attention. Come on. Okay. We have the condition, the base information start with if. Okay, this is the condition. If, and then the situation it's described. If I study so hard, if I study so much, if my mom cooks Mexican food, if, conditional, if you eat healthy food, if she travels to Spain. As you can see, we have the verbs in present, but we have also the person number 3. The most important thing, it's obligatory. The conditional start with if, okay? If the teacher continue speaking in English, I will learn English. That's gonna be the consequence. But here we have the result, okay? It's like something that we have in a base and then we have a consequence. And the consequence, it's gonna be the result. The result involves the use of simple future. Wow, simple future. Yes, the use of will. I will go to my best friend's house the next night. We can contraction, como abreviación, okay? We can contract will. We change it for apostrophe and then double L. Check the information. These are consequences or results. The consequences are future actions. I will pass my exams. My father will be very happy. You will be on shape. She will take many pictures. These are results of actions that had a conditional thing. Okay? So, how do we express the first conditional in one expression? How can we have a relation? How can we mix the expressions present and future? Pay attention. Condition. If I study so hard, if I study so much, consequence, result, I will pass my exams. Okay? Check number 2. If my mother prepares Mexican food, consequence, what's gonna be the result? My father will be very happy, okay, because he will eat pozole, he will eat tacos, etc. Check number 3. If you eat healthy food, like salads, fruits, vegetables, okay, consequence, you will be on shape, okay, you will be like fit, a fitness person, okay. Then we have the consequence, but then we have the conditional thing. If she travels to Spain, she will take many pictures. Okay, what happened? What will happen? What happened if you go to, let's suppose that you go to Brazil? What will be the result? Oh, teacher, I will take many selfies, many pictures, etc. Okay? And then we got the result. I got the result. Okay? Active past, time for exercise, time for working out. Here we have a wolf. Okay? I want you to prepare. Let's stretch our body. It's exercise time. Okay? Let's work out just for 10 seconds or 20 seconds. We will work out our abs. Okay? Please follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. It's hard. 10, 11. Come on, you can do it, class. Okay, in your house. How many? We have the goal. It's 20, class. Come on. You did it. Excellent. And then we got the 6-pack. Okay, so let's continue. Let me close this. And let's continue with the class. That was our moment to work out our body. We can express the conditional in negative ways using when we will return after this break. Don't go away, please.
Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Facebook, YouTube y Twitter. Síguenos. Esto es Escuela TV. Continuamos. 3 museos y Canal 28 llevan hasta ti los mejores eventos que permiten preservar, conservar y difundir nuestra historia. Museo Vivo, todos los sábados en punto de las 5 de la tarde. Me dijeron que estuvo buenísima la carne asada. ¿Qué tal, eh?
De tus decisiones depende tu vida y la de tu familia. Quédate en casa.
Cuando tú gritas ¡Viva México!, no solo le dices al mundo que naciste en este bello país, sino que eres creativo y divertido, que amas las tradiciones y disfrutas del buen comer. que somos unidos desde el norte hasta el sur y que nuestro corazón vibra con las ganas de triunfar y salir adelante. ¡Que viva México!
Aún no acaba. El virus sigue entre nosotros y tenemos que cuidarnos mejor que nunca. Estrategia Nuevo León. Línea COVID-19. Atención telefónica 24/7 con médicos que te darán seguimiento ante posibles síntomas. Marca al 81 81 30 0000. Video COVID-19. Orientación médica especializada 24/7 por videollamada a través de Zoom. Busca la liga en Facebook en Secretaría Salud NL. Secretaría de Salud.
Gobierno de Nuevo León.
Canal 28, la televisión de todos. Clasificación A.
Regresamos. Esto es Escuela TV. Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Canal 28, Libertad 102.1 FM, Opus 1510 AM y Vive FM.
We're back. Okay, so let's continue. We were talking about the first conditional, and then we learned that it is very important that it starts with a condition, but the condition in grammar, the condition starts with if, okay? And then we got the base situation. For example, if my mother prepares tacos, then we will have a consequence. My father will be very happy, okay? For example, if we got if situation, if I enter to my classes in Zoom every day, I have a consequence. My teacher will evaluate to me with 100. Okay, so it's base and result. It's something that starts like a condition and what we will have in a result. We can express the condition in negative way. Okay, so can we have negative results? Yes, it is possible to have negative results. Okay, remember that not everything is perfect. No, come on, class. Okay, so in this case, it is important. At the time that we remember this, I, you, we, and they. These are the personal pronouns. We talked about the personal pronouns in the last week, the last session for English, last Friday. We talked about the personal pronouns, remember. It's when we refer in grammar to me, to you, to she, okay, to her, him, etc. Then we have this indication. For example, I don't, you don't, we don't, or they don't. But what happened with person number 3, class? It's gonna be doesn't. He, she, and what happened when we refer to an animal that actually we were commenting about dogs, okay, to an animal, or what happened if I want to talk about my cell phone? In this case, we do not use he or she. In that case, we use it. This is the official personal pronoun, okay, for objects, for animals. Then we got plus, okay? So, I, you, we, they, don't, or he, she, or it, doesn't. Okay? Then we got plus. We include the verb in present. For example, if you don't speak in English, this is the base. If you don't speak in English, what is the verb that I mentioned? What is the action word? Speak. If you don't speak in English, this is a negative condition. If you don't speak in English, then we will have a consequence. Okay, let's make another one. If we don't study mathematics, then we can invent, you can create the logical consequence, but it's gonna be considered in future. Remember this. But in this moment, we are talking about the base of conditional in negative way using I, you, we, they, and done. But this is gonna be done. What happened with person number 3? He, she, or it. For example, teacher, condition. If my father doesn't wash the car, there is a consequence. Oh, my mother gets angry, etc. But the conditional thing, it's gonna be, if we want to talk about he, she, or it is very important that you consider it's not don't, it's gonna be doesn't. What is the reason? We have, remember, we have the indication of rule number 3, and you have to apply this rule, okay? The verb, it's gonna be in present, not change. The verb, it's present. Can we express the result, the future action, in negative? That is a question. Did you answer to me in your house? I know that, okay? The answer is yes. We can have negative results. We can have negative consequences, okay? In that case, we remember one more time, personal pronouns. I, you, we, and they. Want, it's the indication of future, but in negative, okay? He, she, and it. Let's make some expressions, okay? For example, negative consequences in the future. I want travel. Teacher, I want travel to Paris in this year. We want return to school in this moment, okay? They want go to the hospital. These are negative expressions, but one more time, they are considering being in future. He, for example, let's talk about your brother. Okay, my brother won't sleep in this night because my brother will be studying for the exam tomorrow. She, remember, she could be your friend, your mom, your sister, or you can mention a name, okay, whatever you want, okay? For example, teacher, my friend won't practice yoga this day, okay? It is necessary, the dog, sorry about the dog. The dog, it won't bark today. What is bark? Bark is the action of dog. The dog doesn't speak, okay? The dog produces the sound, bark, bark, okay? So it won't, for example, it won't bark this night. Then we have the verb in present. It is not present. It is the base form, okay? The base form, it's considered in grammar the natural form, okay? So this information, it's to make expressions being considered in future actions, okay? Let's see if you remember this. We are going to return, don't go away.
Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Canal 28, Libertad 102.1 FM, Opus 1510 AM y Vive FM.
vamos a preparar unas deliciosas galletas aromáticas de calabacita. Vamos a poner el piloncillo con nuez para que le dé delicioso dulzor. Se le pone una pizquita de bicarbonato.
Dolores canta con sabor a México. Domingo, 2 de la tarde.
Que ya empezó la temporada de lluvias y ciclones tropicales.
Y también que puede haber inundaciones, tormentas y hasta huracanes.
Podemos enfrentar riesgos a la infraestructura y a nuestra seguridad. Recuerda tener una mochila de emergencia con tus documentos personales, atender las indicaciones de las autoridades y no cruzar ríos ni cuerpos de agua. Infórmate sobre las condiciones meteorológicas. Conagua y el Servicio Meteorológico Nacional te informan por tu seguridad. Conagua.
Gobierno de México.
Entró la diputada María Elena Chapa.
Gran nuevo leonesa y política mexicana.
Que hombres y mujeres tenemos los mismos derechos.
Maestra María Elena Chapa. Homenaje póstumo.
La violencia como camino de solución de problemas cuando sabemos que así no se resuelve.
Gobierno del Estado de Nuevo León y Canal 28. Viernes 10 de septiembre, 8 de la noche.
Te siguen invadiendo una cultura que todavía no acaba de entender el principio de igualdad.
Cuéntame, ¿estuvo buena la fiesta con tus amigos?
De tus decisiones depende tu vida y la de tu familia. Quédate en casa.
Canal 28, la televisión de todos.
2.
Regresamos. Esto es Escuela TV. Escuela TV se transmite simultáneamente a través de Canal 28, Libertad 102.1 FM, Opus 1510 AM y Vive FM.
We're back. Okay, here we have the conclusion. Here we have the application of what you learned today. And we are talking about the first conditional, a base, and then we got a consequence. We have a condition, and then we have a future, remember this, future consequence. I want you to remember this character, Broly, okay? The strong Broly, okay? Here we have the condition. This is the condition class. Condition. If Broly become stronger, okay? Become stronger, more power, we can have a consequence. Here we have Goku. One more time, Goku. All my classes, we will see and we will be talking about Goku because I am a big fan, okay? So, here we have Goku. I want you to help me, class, and I want you to think about what could be a consequence. Goku, it's suffering, as you can see, is suffering. If Broly becomes stronger, what could be a consequence? Teacher, can I make an expression using will or using want? Yes, it is necessary or obligatory, mandatory, okay? Because we are talking about a condition. The condition is if Broly becomes stronger, consequence. For example, consequence. Goku, consequence, will get in trouble. No, teacher, I want to change my condition. If Broly becomes stronger, consequence, Goku will attack him. Okay, or Goku will be more stronger, okay, etc. You can invent and you can create your own examples, okay? It is very important, class, just the conditional, if, obligatory, and then the phrase is gonna be in present. But please remember that the consequence is Goku, in this case, the person. Then we have the indication of future, will, and then we have the action and the consequence, the complement, okay? In this case, Goku will get in trouble because we have the base situation. Broly become stronger. Okay? Check the number 2 and help me. Here we have Humberto Suazo. Is that Humberto Suazo? Yes, and it says Arriba el Monterrey. Okay? Like los de la adicción dirían el Monterrey loco or something like that. Okay? Hello to addiction people. Okay? Here we have, if Humberto Suazo wear a mask. What is the mask? The mask is what it's necessary to use during this pandemic, during the COVID situation. So, if Humberto Suazo wear the mask, I want you to help me, class. Here we have the COVID-19. I want you to help me. I want you to invent the consequence. What's gonna be the result if you or Humberto Suazo wear the mask in our mouths? What could be the consequence that involves the COVID-19? Let's wait for your answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your answer? Yes, Humberto Suazo will be protected from this, from the COVID-19. So it is very important, class, to comprehend that you can change and you can create your own examples. Probably, no teacher, I mentioned if Humberto Suazo arrived to Monterrey City, different consequence, not the COVID, okay? He will get and he will score many goals, okay? You can invent your answers. It is very important. How do we increase the level of English? When you invent your own examples, when you start to produce your phrases, your sentences. It's very important, class. So please do it in your house, in a notebook. Speak, it's necessary, okay? Number 3. Here we have Thanos. Do you remember this scene, by the way? Yeah. Okay? Here we have the situation, condition. If Thanos snaps his fingers, what happened? What will happen? Do you remember this sad moment, this sad scene? Okay? What will happen? What will be the result? What will be the result? If Thanos is the condition, if Thanos snaps his fingers, we have a consequence, and then we have Tony Stark, then we have Spider-Man. Okay? What will be the consequence? Waiting for you people. Come on. I need your answer. Yes. Spider-Man will disappear. He will away. Okay? So, the condition is that if Thanos snaps his fingers, we have a result. In this case, the result, it's going to be future, it's going to be will, Spider-Man will disappear. And then we have the result in here. Okay? Check number 4. Wait for me. Number 4. Here we have a lady. The lady is trying to kiss the man, but the man decided to kiss her on the top. Pay attention. What could be the conditional thing in this moment, in this scene? For example, in my case, I decided to invent this expression. If condition, if she tries to kiss the boy, of course, she is trying to kiss the boy on the mouth, like boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. Okay, but in this case, they are friends. Okay, if she tries to kiss him, consequence. Friend zone. What's the friend zone? Have you gone to friend zone, class? Have you ever been sent to friend zone? ¿Los han mandado a friend zone? Yes? Well, let's see the consequence. He will send the lady to friend zone. And we can do it and we can see it in here because the lady is trying to kiss him and then he decided, he omit and he changed the direction of kiss. Okay, so if the lady tries to kiss him, he will send her to friend zone. Okay, never go to friend zone, please. Here we have a very famous band, The Killers. Okay, it's something like rock, pop, alternative. Okay, but they sing in English. Okay, actually they have beset Monterrey many times. Okay, like 4, I think so. Here we have the condition. Conditional. If the Killers band play, you know what is play? The guitar, etc. Bones songs. It's my favorite song, by the way, about this band. What could be the consequence? Here we have Bones. Okay, they are in the car. What could be the consequence? They will smile. They will be happy. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. Reading, listening, and speaking time. Here we have music time, and here we have Lenny Kravitz. Okay, I want you to pay attention. You will listen a song, 1 minute, and I want you to observe Okay, so that is Lenny Kravitz, and he's singing the name of this song, It's Again. By the way, it's one of my favorites, okay? But I want you to participate, class. You will be checking the lyric. Let's complete them, okay? Here we have, I've been searching for you, okay? I heard a crying with my soul. I never heard a yearning quite like this before. Now that you are walking right through my door. And then we got the chorus part. All of my life, where have you been? I wonder if, condition, if I ever see you again. And if they comes, I know we could win. I wonder if I ever see you again, okay? Then we can continue we can continue singing. Okay? Break, life, and if. Okay? So, if you have the chance, please listen this song. For today, we're done. For today, we're finished. Goodbye.
Escuela TV, un programa de la Secretaría de Educación, Canal 28 y Radio Nuevo León.
No se puede